Hello, Hydragoid tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Millennium 2.2 with me, BlueAnkylo. It is a new stream, so I'm a little bit more awake, and I just did a refresher of all of my bases for the live tubers. You guys watching in the future, you just watched the last episode, possibly, so you might already know what's going on, better than I do. Anyway, today, we are hoping to build a fleet carrier. We do need a lot of resources. We're kind of bottlenecked on aluminum and silver to a degree, so we're stocking this up and we're going to build it. Until then, I'm mostly going to be producing orbital lasers and maybe some fighters and vaccines, some combination of these. I don't think I'm going to be building any more colony ships right now. We could, but it would dip into our aluminum supply significantly. 700 aluminum for a supply ship, another like 160 for another generator, and then we got to build more lasers and fighters and just a lot of extra stuff that I don't think we're gonna need. You could just keep building colonies, but I don't know. Just focus on the resources you need, right? Anyway, without anything else to do, we've got some of our ships are on the way. Untitled on the way to Titan. Gonzales is on the way back to the moon. The big ships are on the moon. Leto's on the way to Callisto to pick up some goods. Gonzales is on the moon, and one of them with some... This is our only medical ship right now traveling to Triton. What happens if you run out of oxygen? I don't know, probably nothing. As far as I know, oxygen and water actually aren't consumed. That's something they should add to the sequels. But for now, I don't think you actually consume anything. But that would make sense, You also don't consume anything for rocket fuel. It would make sense if you used hydrogen for fuel, oxygen, and water for sustaining your life. And then, heck, you could use nitrogen and methane for... nitrogen, methane, and sulfur could all be used in, like, fertilizer or something for food, but... The game doesn't really worry about that. Anyway, hopefully that's well enough. Let us continue. You never know when the Martians are going to attack. We're going to kill them as soon as we can. They declared war on us. The Gonzales X. What did we return back with, even? Oh, just some uranium. Right, this is like the Leto uranium load. And, I feel like lasers are never going to run... We're never going to have too many lasers. Yeah, the moon has an awful lot of oxygen. It's weird. And methane. Or actually, no, it was the asteroids that were full of methane. It was really weird. Alright, Leto made it to Callisto. Another laser has been built. Add it to the pile. Get this guy down. And, so we're looking for titanium, aluminum. Yeah, okay. So my goal here is to find out if one round trip from one Carrack can cover both Callisto and Leto over time. So basically I just want to load up on anything that we're going to use, like aluminum and titanium. And we do use copper back at home. And, well, silver and platinum seem okay. And, oh, we'll just load up on iron for now. Now, we can travel between Callisto and Leda in, like, a day. So it's kind of convenient to send this guy out and then go to stop at both of them. For now, though, my goal is just to see if we're going to need to send more ships back and forth. Or if this round trip of 110 days is enough. Like, we could have gone to Leda, but there's not much to pick up here. In fact, it might still be sensible to just let a, just use the wave riders for the uranium. Like, all you really need is 50, and these guys are twice the speed anyway. So they can just go pretty quickly, pick up the uranium and come back. At least that's the theory. Uh-oh, speaking of Martians, Callisto under attack! Fire lasers! 3 killed, terrible. Come on, laser, another laser, go. 5, okay, there's only 2 left. Let's see if I can still win the amazing air game. We've only failed a fighter shoot down once so far. So I'm hopeful that we can preserve our fighter stocks. Half the battle is just clicking that button. Alright, amazing air combat. And that should be a repel. Unfortunately, our lasers did a really bad job. So we had to use 2 lasers and still fight some. But, you know, at least we only used 2. Callisto will be okay for a while, but we might want to send some backup lasers eventually. Hopefully the Martians give us a little bit of a break here. Takes 1 week to build 1 laser. So, you know, if we get attacked every 14 days, we break even. But they don't attack that often on average. I think it's probably time... Oh yeah, definitely time. Time to load up the first Triton load. This is the first time, the first batch of chromium we're sending back. And we'll just send a ton of chromium and a ton of titanium. And I'm going to do a little calculation here. Now that we've got a full load. If we launch the Nostromo back to the moon... It will take 285 days to get there. A round trip is 560 days or so. I don't actually think we could empty Triton in... Like, I don't think we can... I think we would get more than 1,000 tons of goodies in 600 days, right? Because we get... 3 chromium and 2.5 titan every 1 day. So 600 days, let's just say, would be... What are we looking at? 3... Let's just round up a little bit. That's like... almost 6 tons of stuff every day. Wow. Nice jackpot there. The rich keep getting richer. So 6 tons per day... over 600 days, that's 3,600 tons. So 1 round trip would actually need 3 or 4 carracks just to bring all of the chromium and titanium back. That's the big problem with these faraway bases. Even if they produce a lot of stuff, you have to transport it all. So how do you do that? One thing that we can definitely do, and I think this is fine, is we did have a backup carrack, and I think we're going to send the Excalibur to Triton. I'm going to give it some medical supplies just in case, because it's going to take so long to get there. Well, no. We'll bring 2, whatever. I know we sent some on the Wave Rider. We sent a faster ship to go to Triton, but, you know, there's nothing else to carry with us other than, like, a couple more lasers. Just because it's so far away. It takes so long to get there. You gotta plan ahead a bit. Alright. So if we have 2 trips, then every 285 days we can fill 1 up. So at least we get that. And, you know, build some lasers, build some more vaccines. I'd like to have at least, like, 2 vaccines in each base. Nice to have a couple backups. I don't really know if we'll need them, to be honest, but hey, better to have them than to not have them. So this will be our uranium, one of our uranium ships. And It might not even be enough on his own. This base makes, I think, just under 1 uranium per day. So 1 round trip would need to take 50 days or less for this to work. Well, we are not able to carry all the uranium back, basically. Merry Christmas and Happy Boxing Day. Alright, couple more vaccines. Back to lasers. Yeah, definitely more lasers. And Happy New Year, everyone. Year 2205. I wonder if it's worth... I really don't think it's worth building another base right now. It just takes so long. Alright, the Gonzales made it all the way out to Triton, which is pretty cool. In pretty good time, honestly. Considering we had to wait till we built a... We had to build a vaccine and then fly it all the way out here. We only brought the one just to get it out here as fast as possible, but turns out we were fine. Let's send the Wave Rider home, because it's just going to take forever. Not very useful to have it based out here, I don't think. And you can bring, you know, some more chromium. We might need it. It's not very efficient to go 50 kilograms per trip, but... or 50 tons per trip, but still. It's got so long to go, better than nothing. Alright, let's continue. Once I get up to like, maybe 15 or 16 lasers, I'll build some fighters. Cat Tankilo made it to Titan. Another one of our round trips. This one seems to be a little bit more manageable. I think we can transport the goods that I want about the same speed that we mine them with 1 Carrack. I mean, we're short a little bit here for silver, but that's pretty darn close. I do want the silver more than the platinum. So it's going to be a couple more trips before we have 1200 silver, but, you know, this is at least pretty efficient overall, you know? And this base has 2 medical supplies. We're going to leave... Or no, had 1. We're going to leave some more. Right. The point was to make sure they're well stocked. Titan base is quarantined? When did that happen? I didn't even remember getting a message that Titan. When did these guys get infected? Maybe I should check all my bases. I don't remember getting a message about that. Because I'd never seen a Nitroid base get sick. Huh. Maybe I just missed a pop-up somewhere. Yeah, the resource system, you know, it's not perfect here. But the rare materials are still kind of rare, which is... that's nice. Alright, well, luckily we sent a... I was just gonna say, I'm glad we sent some vaccines to the sick place. But then we immediately get combat. Alright, good. Double laser got the job done. Good thing we sent some lasers to Titan. Still quarantined. I sure hope the vaccines work on nitroids. Anyway, let's wait a day. That's what I was trying to do. See? It's like we found out they had the Martian flu before the game even told us. And we had just cured it before they even showed up. Must have just been really good timing on that ship. They're fine now. So the vaccines still work. Probably consumed one, no big deal. Funny how the vaccine cures the thing rather than prevents the thing. You know, video games, 1989. What are they doing? You can't just send a vaccine after everyone's already sick. Not that easy. Duke made it to the moon. Sorry, Wild Arms. This is that one Wild Arms track that has singing. No singing allowed. And here's a nice batch of titanium and aluminum. Definitely help us get to our aluminum requirements faster by getting these excess. So the Duke Leto is going back to Callista. Do we need anything on Callisto? We could definitely get some more lasers. I'd like to have over 10. So let's load up a few more. We'll give him 6 more. Give him another medical supply. Heck, let's just send 2. Every time we go, we'll bring a couple with us. I know we spend all of our time manufacturing, but what else is our production going to do? At least we've got good stockpiles. Now, I haven't seen a base get the Martian flu twice yet. At this point, it's only been 1 flu outbreak per base. So I don't really know if we're going to need more vaccines than just the 1 per base, basically. That's, you know. Here, have some uranium. And I guess go pick up some more uranium. It'll be a sad day if we ever ran out of our uranium mines. We need those orbital lasers. I know I can build 132, but just imagine running out of these things. Space combat would suck. Basically, it would be impossible to shoot all the craft down. Hey there, Blood Angel. You've been getting a lot of subs for places? I don't care too much as long as they're not like... Well, I don't even know what my limits are on emotes. On Twitch, you guys, for now, can do what you want. If something really offends me, I'll ban it, I guess. What's the end goal? Well, not to spoil anything, but I guess the game gave you a pretty good hint. Let's look at the research. So, back in the early days of our research, we sent a probe to Earth. And the game gives you a mysterious little mysterious little entry here that says, you know, the Earth is totally ruined, but the effect seems to be gradually subsiding. So over the last 5 years, since the asteroid destroyed Earth, basically, killed everyone, cracked the ocean open, magma everywhere, things are getting better. So maybe we need to find a way to get back to Earth at some point. The problem is, at the moment, Mars keeps attacking us and ruining any long-term... You can just research Mars? No way. No. We can't actually just research Mars. 0%. Not going to work. Anyway, the goal for now is to deal with Mars and then see if we can fix Earth. I think. The game doesn't explain it too well. Alright, more lasers. At least with these fast ships, it gives us something to do. You know, they get back and forth so quickly, keeps me doing things other than just clicking next turn, next turn, next turn. So Leda has 0 medical supplies. I actually should send more here. I kind of forgot. And we're definitely not picking up the uranium fast enough, that's for sure. So what I'll do, we'll send Gonzales back, this Gonzales back. But I will send another one, the one that's back on the moon. We'll also send to Leda, but we'll give him a couple of medical supplies. Just to have a backup on another human base. Also, like, one thing that might be important is the human bases have a maximum of 100 population, so they need to be protected from the plague a little bit more. There's less room for error. The other colonies, like Triton, is up to 255 methanoids, and it should keep growing. Titan is up to 746. They just don't have to live inside anymore, so pretty nice. But our other bases, like Leda, for instance, will have a hard cap of 100. All the humans are on the Jupiter moon, so we are lucky there. Okay. So get those medical supplies flying. Build me more lasers. Once I get back up to 15, if I ever get there, I'll build something else. We probed Uranus already. We probed Uranus already, and it took a long time. It was very difficult. No one lives there right now, thankfully. But I believe the sulfuroids could grow there. Or was it the methanoids? We can check what's on Uranus. Alright, we're up to 10. We tried to get all the jokes out last stream. But yeah. You can get some methanoids on Uranus. Lots of methane, clearly. Alright, Callisto deliveries incoming. Restock your lasers, restock your medicine. Good. That's a decent loadout, I would say. Pick up titanium, aluminum, silver, platinum. Is there anything else we need back at home? I mean, copper's pretty rare right now. I guess we can use iron to build, iron is included in the final fleet carrier, like 10,000. Mars base? What did I say about Mars? Who's on Mars right now? We can't just build a base there, because they're the ones that keep attacking us. Alright, back you go, Duke Leto. The Mars game? Oh, you're thinking, I know what you're thinking. Get off of my moons. The colonizing Mars game, right? I could have just fought down the last 3, I guess, but Might as well use the lasers. We got tons of lasers. Alright, Titan defended. Huzzah. Just gotta keep sending out lasers. We're never gonna have enough. Moral of the story, we need to build 2 production centers. One to just make lasers forever. Alright, Gonzales 4 and X have switched positions. Mars is mutated. They went crazy. I don't know. I don't really know why they hate us so much, but they do. Give me that uranium. And then on Leda, we brought some medical supplies. Good. 2 per base, basically. That should be enough. And if they're going to keep attacking us, I'm going to keep building more lasers. Alright, now the whole plan here was for Duke Leto to clean up at Leda rather than only deal with Callisto. So we'll see how he gets. Maybe next trip we'll have some storage space to go to pick up some uranium. Alright, 13. Let's build 2 more. And then, what'll I build? Oh, excitement. Being able to build something besides lasers. Maybe I'll build some fighters. Alright, 15 lasers, 7 fighters. I want lots of fighters. For reasons. Cat Tankulo got back to the moon. Give me damn resources, Cat Tankulo. Alright. Silver is now 250 away from enough. We've got enough iron. We've got 800 less aluminum. We need another 300 titanium. Looks like aluminum's going to be the last one. Aluminum and silver maybe too, because it's still a long way away. So this guy's going back to Titan. So I want to see if there's anything I should bring with him. Could always bring a couple lasers. Could always bring more lasers. Oh, we're out of medical supplies. Cat Tankulo, off you go. Back to Jupiter. Total Recall? Of course I saw Total Recall. Alright, fighter complete. I gotta get those vaccines just in case. I don't like having 0 vaccines. Back to the moon with uranium. Not that we need... Yeah, let's not ship 50 at a time. It's dumb. We've got 1,600 uranium. Also, it looks like the cap for storage is 9999. So we got lots of iron, right? We should be okay. Oh, I forgot. No, never mind. One more vaccine. Your favorite movie is Fifth Element? I believe I heard you say that before. Not the first time I've heard someone say they love Fifth Element. Alright, come on, game. Gotta get this this fleet carrier going. At least we're not getting crushed by attacks. You know. Trying to play a little quicker here. We need a lot of resources, and I'm also quite confident that we're gonna need more than just the current list of resources. Right? There's gonna be other things to build. Okay, we need 204 silver and 400 aluminum, and I think that's all we need. 204 silver and a bunch of aluminum. Does Callisto need anything else? Ah, they're good. And I want to go, after I get to Callisto this time, I want to stop by Leda as well. So I'm going for like 15 fighters. And then back to lasers. Yeah, the Gonzaleses are just going to have a little break. They're really good for sending, they're really quite good for transporting, what am I trying to say? For transporting, like, medical supplies and things like that. But they're not very good at bulk, you know, just 50 is not much. They're speedy, but that's all you get. Lasers are awesome. Back to the Future was awesome. Spaceballs is hilarious. You know. You know, I'm a little bit of a science fiction fan as well. Just a little bit. I might play a science fiction game every now and then. Alright, 3 more. It's 15 days. And one last fighter for the moment. Alright, now, a grand fleet of fighters, 15. And 2,100 aluminum. Let's see here, just double check. We're getting pretty close. Assuming I didn't miss anything else, 4,750, 2,400, 1,205. We've got enough titanium, we need 300 aluminum, and 200 silver. And I think that's everything we need. We even got our first little taste of chromium. There's sushi. The Duke Leto, yeah. That was someone, I think that was Fella in the last stream. Oh, am I building anything? I forgot to queue up building. Clearly, we always need more lasers. I don't want to jinx it, but the Martians aren't attacking as often as they used to. There was a time when they attacked us like every week almost. I think they know what's coming. It's still going to take a while, but it's coming. I don't really see any real way to speed this up. Like, you know, you just gotta build up those resources. Duke Leto back to Callisto. Lasers. Lasering it up. So many lasers. Thinning the herd. Yeah, definitely. Okay, the Leto at Leda. We want to pick up at Callisto. At Callisto. Almost. Duke Leto was originally the Leda transport ship, not the Callisto transport ship. So we've got... I actually don't need the titanium so much. It's the aluminum. Now we needed like 400 aluminum. But we make like 3 per day, so... Do I just send this back immediately or do I wait a little bit? We definitely need more silver. We need another 150, 160 silver. How's Titan doing for those? So we've got enough silver produced. We just need to get it back. We need to get it back on the moon, and then we can build the thing. It's just going to be a matter of the Untitled getting to Titan in 17 days and then getting back to the moon. And that'll be when we're done. Or at least that's when we'll have the resources. So, not bad. At least we're getting there. I'll bring back relevant materials with this trip. We will need more titanium, I'm sure of it. And what I'll do here is we'll launch, and we're going to stop by Leda, because it's very nearby, just 15 hours away. Just a short little hop. Land here, and pick up some uranium. There's other resources that we could get it here, but I think we've got enough of everything else really at this point that it's not too big of a deal. So if I had to guess, I would say the combination of those two bases, Leda and Callisto, are producing just enough stuff that one Duke or one Carrack can't quite keep up with the production, but it's close. Pew. Alright, we now have 15 of each. Cool, cool, cool. We've got 200 shy aluminum. We'll definitely get that with the next batch. And we're just going to be waiting for... Oh, I thought it was 9999 for the max. Look at that, it rolled over. Watch out for the overflow error. Alright, Untitled made it to Titan. That's what I was looking for. This should be our last pickup needed for our current tech. Such excitement. There's a lot of nitroids over here. We should have enough. We should have more than enough iron now that we're over 10,000. Where did the medical supplies go? Do they just use them? Like, if you leave them there, do they just, you know, play with them? I thought I left like 2 everywhere, and now there's nothing. You losers. Wasting my medical supplies that I built. It's quite possible all they really do is stop the flu once and then they're immune forever. Anyway, give me that silver. That's definitely enough silver. Blood Angel is stealing all of our medical supplies. Now, you know, if we wanted to bring some nitrogen back, we would need another ship. But that's okay. Alright, Untitled, bring us the silver we need to build a gigantic carrier ship. So seeing as we're going to build a gigantic carrier ship, I don't know how many fighters we're going to want, but let's build them all. Who knows how many we're going to need to take out Mars? I think I'll get up to like 20 or so. For now. How many fighters do I want? All of them. We're gonna bomb Mars, you know. Get rid of those mutants. 20 fighters, not bad. 25 fighters? At least you can unload quick. Alright. Good stash. I'm glad I didn't end up building another colony. By the time we would have built a colony, we would have we would have been done gathering resources before we even finished building it. And the aluminum would have just held us back by another, another trip or two. Not that I'm going to stop gathering resources. I don't think we're done. But, if we could just not have to do these defenses every 5 seconds, I'd be so happy. 3 targets? Alright, good. The second laser was much better than the first laser. Man. Just blow up the good Moon America way. I don't think we learned how to build nukes. That's the problem. Earth got destroyed in an asteroid. We don't have the technology yet. We don't know how to split the atom. Or something. Alright, so we got attacked. Standard. Looks like I'm going to stop at 25 at the next breakpoint. That's 22. Oops, what was that? Excalibur made it to Triton. That's the long hauler. And then Nostromo made it to the moon. It's going to be filled with aliens. Watch out. Unloading. And then we all died. But look at all that chromium. So that was Triton we also landed on. These two are on like a nice parallel trip. It takes the same number of days both directions, so if I always send them at the same time, then it's a nice round trip. Hey, look, they didn't waste their medical supplies. Looks like maybe there are preventing flus. Like, maybe it's not saying this place got the flu, but every time it just happens, -1 medical supply in the background. That's the kind of thing these old games might have done. So yeah, we're still, even with 2 ships traveling to Triton, we are not going to be able to pick up all the stuff they're manufacturing or mining. Not at the speed at which they're mining it. If we want that titanium, like, we're going to need to add a 3rd ship to this route. Alright, Excalibur, come on home. Only 282 days, deal. And, the Nostromo... Do we need to send anything back? I should have checked their lasers, I forgot. Given the travel time, and the way the Martians used to work, we could get attacked, like, once a month, or more often. We'd sure suck to run out of lasers. Ah, they got 15. Triton's a long way away. It would make sense that the Martians wouldn't even know about it. It would really take a long time to get here for anyone in real life. Screw you! Triton got the Martian flu. Well, we had the vaccine already, so at least they got over it quickly. We just dropped off all those vaccines and they immediately ran out. Interesting. Well, now, each of our bases has had the Martian flu once. And I still don't know if you can get it twice. So I guess we'll have to science that up. Alright, 2 more fighters. Yeah, it's just like on Earth. Medical supplies are in high demand. The black market. They're all on the black market. Alright, so we're just waiting for that ship. Cat Tankilo, I think. So 33 days, and we'll be able to start building a fleet carrier. Do we want... We've got... We do actually have a spare max level generator here that we could use to, if we need to bring it. Is there anything else I'd want to build? We got 25 fighters. I guess we'll just build some more lasers while we wait for the resources. I don't know how they count on Triton. That's true. At least moon years are the same as Earth years, but Triton years, I have no idea. Neptune has like a really weird orbit around the sun. We'll need a exact space time. There you go. Let's just read some Star Trek fan fiction. Alright. Resource me. Platinum. Little bit of silver. All your copper. All your aluminum. All your titanium. And how much nitrogen does our home base have? Oh, they've got good nitrogen nowadays. Not so bad. Used to be a shortage of nitrogen, but we're fine now. Triton's orbit processes forward relative to Neptune's spin with a period of 678 Earth years. That sounds like trouble. Hey there, Luke. So you're telling me I'm a baby on Triton? Just a little baby? So I know those are supposed to be bunny ears, Blood Angel, but they look more like my Ankylos get wings, which is pretty cool. Alright. I can't resist min-maxing my uranium and copper at least. And we'll bring some nitrogen anyway, because it's... You know what? I am not. I'm going to bring back some hydrogen, because there's less hydrogen on the moon. We're all babies on Triton. That's the spirit. Who knows what the next resource bottleneck will be? Make sure the moon has everything. Is Bowser an Ankylo? No, Bowser's a turtle. Turtles are not Ankylos. Sheesh. Sheesh, guys. What school did you go to? Thinking a turtle is a dinosaur. Did I forget to... Oh! You could only have 16 lasers. Well, well, well. I can put one in storage. Alright, that will let me finish this one. Well, that'll teach me. We could have 16 lasers on each base. That's max. You grew up incorrect, Sushi. You grew up knowing Pluto was a planet. %. Alright, well, we're learning some new things about production. Interesting. How many fighters can we have then, if there's a max on lasers? Ankylos are just dino turtles? No. Incorrect. Not even close. Did you ever see a turtle with a club tail? I don't think so. Untitled is back. Here we are. And then we got a Untitled. Does not agree with your definition at all. Alright, so let's unload. This is what we've been waiting for. One big batch of silver. Cool. Now we send them back to Titan. Because why not? Is there anything we should send to Titan? You know, you're okay over here. Ah, they're fine. Alright, brave Untitled, back out into space. To the moon of Saturn. And back at home. Fighter is done. Oh no. Let's see. Did I get it right? Fleet carrier. Don't misclick. Bam. Insufficient power? We generate 35,010 kilowatts. The miner uses 30. Alright. Fleet carrier. You can't even produce minerals while this thing is running. Well, there we go. Okay. Well, I want to see this thing in action, that's for sure. 4, 5. That's 5 days. 15%. Oh, I see how this is going to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, well, see you guys in 80 days. This is a pretty big ship. I wonder if the Martians will attack us while we're trying to build it on the moon. Kind of seems fitting, right? Ankylos are reptiles? I don't know about that. Duke Leto, back to the moon. Good, good. Alright, 35%. We're getting there. How did the board meeting go? Oh, it was fine. I don't like them very much, but it was fine. I don't really have anything to complain about. I just, they stressed me out a fair bit. That's the main thing. Had some extra guests involved, and we're all doing e-meetings right now, so organizing a bunch of people to mute microphones and technical difficulties via conference groups is just blah blah blah. It's hard enough in person, but over the voice comms it's even harder. The board meeting, what do you think it's about? It's the middle of a national emergency. Everyone's dying of coronavirus. No one can pay rent. We have board meetings to run the co-op every 2 weeks to 4 weeks, so there's always stuff to work on for the building. But right now it's mostly all just how we're going to pay the bills. Oh no, we're raising the rent this year. People are going to riot because we owe a bunch of money to the bank, so we don't really have an option. There's a rent freeze, and most landlords are not allowed to raise rent at all this year. But co-ops, cooperative, whatever, they're not under the same like legal classification as a apartment building, like a for rent apartment building. So we're not actually protected by that, rent freeze law, basically emergency action. So, we still have to pay. IT student, hey, I may even have an IT degree, an IT-related degree. Hey, Merry Christmas, a whole year! Fleet Carrier came out a couple days after Christmas. You like the Google Hangout bingo? Not sure I've tried that one. Alright, let's see this puppy. The Fleet Carrier. It's so big you can't even really see it. It needs 160 crew. We got to come up with a good name for this. All right, 160 pure-blooded humans. I assume it needs fighters, right? It comes with 1 fighter. Let's give him 28. Still got a little bit of space left. Actually, that's pretty much the max. No, we can get up to 30. We're going 30 fighters. We're not going to launch this until we have 30 fighters. Maximum success. There's no way we lose our invasion force. I don't care how this game works, but nothing beats 30 fighters, right? Resources on. Let's give it a couple more days for fighters. Happy New Year! And we build another fighter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to build a couple more, you know, to keep in the base. But that puts us at, I believe, I mean, I'm assuming we don't need anything besides fighters. Who knows? I mean, could we have brought lasers with us? I didn't even think of that. You can. I don't know if they will work, though. It's a carrier. Nah. 30 human fighters can beat a near infinite supply of Martian fighters. Oh, I don't know. I think it's just fighters. It's supposed to be a troop carrier, not so much a laser carrier. I don't think... Maybe I'll bring 1, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if this will even work. It doesn't seem... He brings some medicine for the troops, some fighters, and a laser. Sure. Look, it's only Mars. It's not like it's very far away. Also, in case this doesn't work, I don't want to have to resupply for 5 years. We're going to make a save state here. A Martian racist? I'm planning on nuking them out of existence in the next few minutes here. Blueberry muffin. The red Ankylo. Oh, you know. It fits. Red Ankylo it is, out there to crush the red planet. You can't raise rents, you can't evict. Yeah. We actually can, technically, rides, but it's frowned against, and the courts would probably be pretty cranky if we tried any of that. Technically, normal landlords are not allowed to at all right now. No evictions, period. But co-ops could. It's just... you'd probably get laughed at court if they did that, so... Not a good idea. Alright, Red Ankylo. I can only think of one place to go with my new troop carrier. And that is Mars. 26 days. Oh boy. We need to build some more fighters, though. Couple more, anyway. And then, after that, I don't know what to build. You know, we'll see. Maybe we'll get some new resources. Oh, we should build a couple more probes. We might, assuming we conquer Mars, right? If we conquer... Hold on. If we conquer Mars, then we'll need some probes to check it out. In theory. Maybe we can colonize it with real humans. Yeah, Mars probably has a war mech. Oh! They're on it! You can't get past my orbital blockade. 7 targets done. Hopefully this was the last of their fighters and they just suicided them right now. It's easier to kill them with lasers than fighters, so bam, 10 more Martian fighters down. Well, they must have anticipated my attack, but they didn't stop the troop carrier in time, and they got shot out of the sky. Alright, we got 3 fighters back in base. That's enough for now. Thanks, Rides. Let's build those probes. Maybe we can get some more work out of them. Alright, Duke Leto made it to Callisto. Sure. Let's not get lazy. I don't think the game will end as soon as we get to Mars. Oops, not Leda, Callisto. So keep keep supplying up. You know, if I need to build a second fleet carrier, that's going to take a lot of work. If we have to, like, invade all the moons one at a time, right? That'd be kind of annoying. Alright. And then we'll fly on over to Leda, pick up some uranium. I actually really like having multiple planets in the same, multiple bases in the same moon system, or the same planet system, that is. Like, it's really nice because they can travel between them so fast. Compared to our typical travel time, like, that's amazing. So efficient. Alright, uranium. A little bit more copper. We'll bring some nitrogen back. Might as well. We got so much methane, it's just gonna explode one day. Alright, you bring that home. And that should be enough to get us to Mars. And I did want to build like 3 probes, just in case. We got the 1. And 1 last probe, just in case. More sciencing will be done. Untitled Titan. Oh, come on. We're so close. Red Ankylo's only 8 days away. But everyone's busy, you know, mining away. There's work to do. How's Titan doing out here? Oh, if this stops the Martian attacks, I'm going to be pretty happy too. We'll be able to speed along much quicker. Go, 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 Red Ankylos. Yeah. You know, this base actually is... No, we have lots of oxygen. It's water we're kind of short on, isn't it? Back at home base? I mean, I say short. We just don't produce very much water. Which makes sense. You know, not a lot of other planets besides Earth have water. So where would you really get your water from out in the local system? It's kind of neat. Back to Titan. Final load up. 270. At least hydrogen is more valuable. And go. Alright, 8 more days. We're definitely recycling, that's for sure. Alright, I want max orbital lasers at all times. Here goes, any second. Happy February 1st, Red Ankylo is under attack! How does this even work? Mars. Mars. Red Ankylo. All systems functioning. It's under attack. Launch fleet! We are doing this! We are attacking Mars. I didn't see anything for orbital lasers, so I'm glad I put on a lot of fighters. So does anyone want to take bets on how many fighters I have to shoot down here? A typical wave attack on our base is 10. At least I don't have to click every time. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I can't get him. I can't. Kill him quick before we get shot down. We took a lot. No, we died. We lost one. But, you know, I brought like 29 or 28 or something. Alright, 28, 27. We're at 27 left. Hey there, Pixel. Boy, that's a very aggressive Martian fighter. They're fighting with all... They're putting all their life into it. Every little mutant on Mars trying to defend their planet from Red Ankylo. It's not gonna work. I have mastered the air game. I am a master Xenonauts air combat specialist. This is the new No Man's Sky. You can see that amazingly high definition Mars planet in the background. No, that is not the sun. That is the red planet. You can tell because it's red. It's got basically one texture, you know. You know, there are... Okay, this guy is like an expert. We found the ace. I can't catch him. Too late. Oh, come on. I finally get him in my sights and then dead. So we've lost 2 ships. Is anyone keeping count of how many Martians we've destroyed? I'm keeping count of how many I've lost. It's a good thing I brought 30, because, you know, this would have been impossible for Child Ankylo. Because I could never win these space combats. So even if I brought 30 fighters, I would not have been able to shoot anything down. You think it's going to be 30 versus 30? This is, like, not a very good... Oh, we got it! Okay. Okay. We launched our fleet. We currently have 26 fighters remaining, 1 laser, and 1 medical supply. I have no idea if this helps. But we lost two fighters. Not bad for taking out, I'm assuming, around 10 enemies. Neat. Do we just land? There's no base on Mars. Well, of course not. What does it do now? Does that destroy the defense fleet? Now do I just probe them or something? I don't understand. I do not know. Maybe we need to go to the moons? I'm going to launch the probes now. I could have launched them earlier, maybe. But I need more information. What's the other moon called? Deimos and Phobos, I think? Now we just colonize it. Yeah, well, it's going to take a while to build a colony ship. We don't have enough aluminum to build a colony ship. And you can't colonize them until you probe them anyway. But maybe that's it. Maybe we've won. I don't know. We'll see. At least they're not very far away, so in the end, this doesn't take too long. Should we, Oh, look! Mars is looking like a better, a more interesting planet there. We could check out Phobos and Deimos. It doesn't take very long. How did they still launch an attack? I thought I had them blockaded. Come on, Martians. Get off my back. Alright. Another one bites the dust. Special Bulletin, Mars Communique. Commendations to the people of the moon and their bold commander. We surrender. We are defeated. I, Gredlock, last of the Martians, bow down to you. Our planet is now yours to do with as you will. My wounds are many, and I shall soon expire. Okay, so all we had to do was destroy their fleet and then fend off one last attack. And then they surrendered. Good, punks. Friggin' 6 years, well, 5 years of them raiding our bases, stealing our uranium. The war is over. Long live the king. Well, good job, Red Ankylo. Just checking out these planets. I don't trust them. I don't trust them one bit. We are keeping a blockade on Mars until the probes get there. I'm probably not building anything. 2 more lasers and then we go back to fighter production. Why? Because I don't trust these guys. Who would trust Mars after 5 years of raids and war? Alright, let the probing begin. We finally get to land on Mars and its moons. That means we get a little bit more research. Excellent. Burn them all down. Light that planet up. So we lost some fighters, so if we bring the troop carrier back, we definitely want a full stock. It definitely seems like orbital lasers and stuff don't do anything. So it's just fighters versus fighters if you're going to go fleet carrier. Alright, Mars, what you got? The life forms are Martian, of course. The atmosphere is nitrogen, so they get mutated. They're kind of like nitroids, maybe? Uh-oh. They've got hydrogen, oxygen, water, nitrogen, silica, iron, and silver. Should we just colonize this one, though? Do we need to? I guess we probably should. I feel like that's like the tip, you know? The guy said, do with my planet as you will. Maybe we'll find some portal on Mars if we colonize it. And find out why they went evil. There might be a reason for them to go evil. I need to colonize Mars. Well, what else are we going to do, really, at this point? We're going to need about 80 days worth of aluminum. Or the right ship to get back with more aluminum. Besides, I don't trust them. More fighters. We have to find a use for the chromium, that's true. How's Phobos? Garbage! But Deimos, our final research. Alright, Deimos is complete. Ah, 2 garbage planets. Alright, so we need 55 aluminum. That will take, actually not that long, to be honest. We do have a generator ready to go. Mark 10 generator. And good stuff in general. What I think I'll do is, instead of building a Carrack, which is a lot of work, I don't want to build a Carrack. Can we recolonize Earth? Not yet. We could build another probe to check Earth out again. I'm gonna prioritize colonizing Mars because I have a feeling that'll be the plot progression. Just a hunch. But I'm gonna bring the red Ankylo back to the moon, and I'm gonna have it carry over the generator because it can seem to carry a lot of stuff. And I was gonna build something else. We got lots of fighters, lots of lasers. Let's build a couple of vaccines in case we need them. Oh, the Duke Leto showed up. What a nice time. You know what? Now I don't need to drop off all those fighters. I was thinking I was going to want like a just use the fleet carrier to bring the generator, but this will do. We don't need to go back to Jupiter just yet. You know, this is fine for now. I don't even know what resources we might need in the future. So for now, we got the Solar Gen Mark 10. We'll bring over a batch of lasers and fighters and medical supplies, and then we'll just start building the. Once we have the aluminum right now, we'll build one more vaccine and then we'll get going. Alright, and then I think we already had one loaded up. Mars is so close by, it's actually going to be quite nice. If it turns into a good colony, it's so nearby, it doesn't take very long to take care of it. Alright, let's build a Martian colonizer. Ooh. I'll maybe build another probe for Earth after this, because after this, who knows? Happy April 1st. That didn't take too long. If I ever need a carbon transport, name it Lucy. I don't think carbon's even a resource in this game, oddly enough. Alright, Carrick. We're gonna let the Duke Leto escort. Well, actually, we're just escorting him with everything. I don't trust the Martians, so I don't want to, like... I don't think this is even possible, but I would hate to have my colony ship get shot down. So, we are escorting it over to Mars. That's for sure. Could have picked up a couple more carriers, but 28's fine. I'm sure we brought more fighters than we needed. We only lost 2 of them, so... Sorry, Pixel, I missed the pun, I think. Mars is only around 225 million kilometers from Earth. Yeah, our space-time is a little bit out of whack, you know. Things in this game still proceed pretty fast compared to real life, which we call tightly compressed carbon. I guess, you know, coal, maybe. Coal or diamonds, I guess. Diamonds are a little bit more extreme than coal, I suppose. Was there a train of thought that the moon was created by an asteroid hitting the Earth? I don't think it was an asteroid. I think it was a small planet. Well, you could call it an asteroid, I guess, but closer to a small planet crashing into the Earth and the dust forming a moon eventually. We've got a... We've got a red Ankylo. It's a fleet transport. I'm just dense, Pixel. I'm not getting it. Alright, to Mars. Everybody, well, first you gotta go Mars base, I guess. Get down there. Advance an hour. Mars colony. And then we'll just leave red Ankylo in the skies. Duke Leto can land. Alright, so many colonies. He hasn't landed yet. Classic. Alright. So. Transfer over our goodies. Some power. Bunch of lasers in case some jerks show up with a fleet carrier. Like me. This will be much better defended than they defended their own planet. We got ourselves a new planet. Some decent power output. What do we got on Mars here? Iron, bit of silver, lots of water. Apparently Mars has all the water. If we need water, this is where you got to go. I guess that makes sense, actually. Other than Earth, Mars would be your best chance of finding water. Well, asteroids, probably. Lots of ice, but still, Mars has actual, like, frozen oceans. Alright, well, with that... Oh! By the way, we got Martians. Oh, you were going for that. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Interesting one there, Pixel. Alright, we're gonna need a few days, or a while, for them to start production. for now, I'm going to send Duke Leto back to the Jupiter moons. And I'm going to keep Red Ankylo here because I don't trust it. And I guess I should build another probe just in case and send it back to Earth, because it seems like, obviously, I think the plan is to get back to Earth eventually. Oh, you know what, future tubers? This is a pretty good point to wrap it up. You know, we conquered Mars, right? That's half the battle. We don't really know what's going on next, but surely the attacks will stop now, and we can try to, you know, win the game. Maybe there's not too much left. Maybe. I mean, we've already sent one probe to the Earth, but it was a long time ago. So why don't we ship that off? And next episode, maybe we'll finish the game. I don't know. We'll see. So thanks for watching, future tubers. Hope you've enjoyed, and have a great day.